In this video, I'll be going over how to upgrade your MSG from 30 damage per hit to 190 damage per hit. Now, this glitch only works on version 1.1.1 and earlier. If you're on 1.1.2, this has been patched out, but I'll link another video up in the top right that'll show you how you can fuse regular materials to your MSG on current patch. Now, before we get into it, I just want to address a little bit of false information that has gone around about this glitch. Everywhere that I've seen showcased has said that you need to use the Royal Guard's Claymore for this because of its blue effect at the bottom of its description. That is not true. That is 0% true. You do not need this weapon. That effect means nothing and has nothing to do with this glitch. To show that, I'm going to be using a tree branch, just to prove that you can use literally any weapon so long as you can fuse an object to it. Now, for the actual glitch. Starting off, there are a couple of things we'll need to get and a couple of things we'll need to do. I'll be going over and mentioning each of them as we get to them, so that way I'm not throwing everything at you at once. So, first off, you're going to need your base weapon. Like I said, I'll be using the tree branch. So then the next thing that we need is 3 long sticks. If you already have one and you want to dupe it, you're good. You can skip this part. If not, come to the Anissa Shrine on the Great Sky Island. And then from here, we can go around this tree. And you'll see this guy down here has the first one. So we can just take him out. And run down here and grab it. Now, you can take this one and you can dupe the other 2 with it if you want. I'm not going to be doing that in this video. I'm going to be showing you where you can get 3 of them naturally in the map. So if you want to dupe, again, you can just skip ahead. But for the next ones, we want to head to this shrine over here on the right. So once we load in here, we want to immediately turn around. We're going to run straight behind us. And we're going to jump off this cliff. We're going to go right down here. And this will be number 2, sitting right against the wall. And then from here, we just run up this path. And then right over here, let's see, number 3. Grab that from him. Now we've got our 3 sticks. We're all done here. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to upgrade our weapon. Easiest place to do that is we come to this shrine up here on Goron City. And then once you load in here, just like the last one, we want to turn around, run behind us, and we're going to head in this direction. Then we'll jump off here, and we want to head toward those 2 fighting off in the distance. So come down here, get this guy out of the way. And now, at this point, if you have any spirit summons, you want to dismiss them. All of them, or they will ruin this for you. Or at least very likely to. So we want to come over to this guy right here. And we're going to take our weapon. Dodge that. And we'll just throw it over to him. Don't worry about losing any durability on it by throwing it. We're just going to give it to him. He's going to take it. He's going to spit it back at us. We're going to grab this one. Doesn't matter what he gave us. We're done with this guy. And now we're going to come over here. And we're going to be heading right over to this guy. This is where our second rock to rock is going to be. You can just go around these guys. They don't come anywhere near you. Again, if you use Toolin to get over here, make sure you dismiss him. Now, once you get to this guy, dodge this. You want to put down a save, because this is the upgrade that matters. So once you do that, you want to throw your weapon to him. Wait for him to suck it up. And now what he's going to do is he's going to spit it back at us with a level 2 upgrade. So we'll grab that. Long throw, not what we're looking for. So you just go back, you load up your save. Then we get back, you just throw it back on the ground. You might need to move to get him to aggro. And he'll suck it up again, they'll give you a new upgrade. Now the reason we do this is because each one of these guys can only give you 1 upgrade on 1 item per day, or per blood moon. So this way we're not stuck with what we get. Now we got attack up 7. If you want, you can go with this. You don't have to go all the way up to attack up 10 if you don't want to spend the time. It's all personal preference and how much damage you want your sword to do in the end. So I'm going to keep going for my attack up plus 10, and I'll skip ahead to when that's finished. Alright, now that we have our attack up plus 10, it's time to move on to the last bit of prep. And that's going to be our fusion material. For the sake of this video, we'll be using the Silver Lionel Saberhorn because this is the strongest material. Now, if you don't have one of these, you can get one down in the depths, right here at the Floating Coliseum. There will be 2 Silver Lionels in here that aren't dependent on the hidden enemy ranking system, so you don't have to worry about certain progression points. There will always be 2 Silver Lionels in this Coliseum from the start of the game, but before you can get to either of them, you have to fight a blue, a red, and a white Lionel each. So this is where that is, and then once we have our material, we're going to take it and we're going to fuse it to our weapon. Just like this. And now, I actually lied, we have one more bit of prep that we have to do. So, we're going to put down a save, because, don't want to lose what we've done. And now we need to damage our weapon. So, you do this through jump attacks. You can do this through, if you're using a 2-handed weapon as your base, then you can use this through charge attacks. But you want to sit here and you want to damage your weapon. You want to keep going until you see the message that your weapon is badly damaged. So, never mind. I was going to fast forward, but there it is. So, once you see that, stop. Put down another hard save. And now, we want to count how many hits it takes until our weapon breaks. So there's 1, 2. So mine is on 2 durability. So now I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to reload that save. Alright, once you've reloaded, now that we know it takes 2 hits to break this weapon, I'm going to hit it 1 more time, and I'm going to save again. So now, this weapon is down to 1 HP, 1 durability. The next hit will break it. And what that means is that the next time this weapon does damage, it will deal double damage. Because every single weapon in the game, when it's on its last durability, will do a crit, which doubles whatever the weapon's damage is. This is the reason why the Royal Guard's Claymore isn't necessary. Because that effect, not only does it not transfer with this glitch, it just gives you the same damage bonus, but at 3 durability instead of 1. So once we're at this point, we've put down our save. We're going to come to Anissa Shrine, again, up on this Great Sky Island. You don't need to come here. You can use any flat wall for this, but for the sake of convenience for people who might be earlier in their save, this is where I'm going to go for demonstration. So once we're inside, we're just going to come down here and we're going to move this rock out of our way. And now, always best to put down a save before you do any glitches. We're going to come into our inventory we're going to equip our MSG. If you have multiple of them, remember which one you equipped. So we're going to equip that. And we want to drop our base weapon that we're copying from. Now, what this glitch actually does is it's going to allow us to take the upgrade effect, the weapon durability, and the material fusion from our base weapon and copy all of it to our MSG. So with our weapon on the ground, you want to make sure that you have your MSG equipped. What we're going to do is we're going to come up against this wall, turn around, try and get yourself as straight as you can. Pull out our shield. If you move your camera, when you pull it out, it won't force your perspective behind Link. Little tip. We want to back up all the way into the wall, make sure that we're flat up against it. And then we're going to want to shield bash twice. So we just press A, press A. And now, very important, with your weapon sheathed on your back, we're going to press plus. We're going to go down to our 3 sticks, and we're going to equip the left one. Now we go to the right one, we're going to drop it, drop the next one, drop the equipped one, and now back to our MSG, we're going to equip this, and then we're going to do a quick pause buffer, so plus plus. Now, if your 3 sticks return into your inventory, that means you're too close to the wall. You need to nudge yourself a little further away and try again. Now, if they're not in your inventory like this, then you're all set. From here, you want to come to your MSG and drop it. Now, when you back out of the menu, you should see you can't take that out here. If you do not see this and you see your MSG just fall on the ground, you're too far away from the wall. Pick everything up, try again, just position yourself a little closer this time. From what I understand about my testing, the shield that you're using, I believe, and whether or not you have a bow and what bow that is, and possibly even your gear, can impact how far away you need to be from the wall. So this may not be exact, you might have to tweak around a bit with it. But once you've seen that you can't take that out here, you simply walk over, and now we're going to pick up our base weapon, and you'll see your Master Sword is badly damaged. From here, we go into our weapons. You'll see that we're technically holding our new Master Sword, but it's not exactly right in our hand. So you just want to unequip it to anything else, re-equip, and now your Master Sword is completely upgraded. You'll see 95 damage displayed. It'll show your base weapon down at the bottom with 40 plus 55 for your silver Lionel Saberhorn. And what'll happen is every time you swing this, because the game thinks that this is at 1 durability, that 95 damage will be doubled. So every single hit, you will do 190 damage instead of that 95. And to demonstrate that, we're going to go back out here, and we're going to pay a little visit to that zone eye construct at the bottom of the stairs. But first, we're going to go over here to this little chew. Because what I want to do is I'm going to give you an example. This is a non-upgraded, completely base MSG. That's what the hit looks and sounds like. Now when we swap over to our new one, when we hit this guy over here, you're going to notice that it looks and sounds a lot more dramatic. Like that. That's how you know that you're doing a critical hit when you deal damage, and that's how you know that your damage is doubling. And that'll do it for upgrading your MSG to the highest base damage. But you can use this glitch with any other fusion material if you either don't have a silver Lionel Saberhorn, or if there's something else that you would rather use, like Gleeok horns for elemental effects, something like that. And I'll give a quick little example of that real quick. So I'm going to use the Molduga Jaw for those of you who might want to stack it with the bone proficiency armor. So we'll do the exact same thing. I'm using a different wall this time, but same concept. We're going to drop it. We're going to come up to our wall and do our 2 shield bashes, item on our back. Then we want to equip this. We're going to drop, we're going to drop, and we're going to drop, and we're going to equip, and we're going to pause buffer. And then we drop, we'll see the message. And then we come pick this up. And now this may happen where you just get 30 damage and it doesn't transfer anything. I've had this occur a couple of times, and I've pinned down one cause of it, but not all of them. So in the event this does happen, just try it again. I'm going to see real quick if maybe putting it closer will have any effect. Or if perhaps maybe being a little closer to the wall. Again, make sure you're not in an animation when you do that. You can't drop. Okay. So if that happens, try moving your base weapon a little bit closer to the wall, and it may get rid of the problem. Now, same thing as before. It's going to look messed up, so just move to anything else, re-equip, and there you go. And now this will work with the bone weapon proficiency, and you can stack the damage that way. So that's everything I wanted to share in this one. If you liked the video, do me a favor and please leave it a like. It really helps out with the algorithm, and subscribe to the channel for more. I'll see you in the next one.